To me, there's just something cool about seeing the texture in the ice. A little more there, but what is also cool is seeing the snow. Being here to help my mom kind of affects my allergies and everything. I don't have a chance to be in the snow where I'm comfortable during the winter because of my allergies. But it is nice to see a little bit of it. This will be gone, I'm sure, within a few hours. It's a little after 8. But this will be on shortly. It just looked nice, and it was nice to see it snow last night. Big fluffy flakes, which is actually a rarity around here. It's usually more powder. Well, it's almost 10 and there's still a little bit of snow. The shadows of the house is a limit on it. Had to bring her out and walked right across it, so there's some footprints. But yeah, it won't last. It's only been an hour and a half since I did the other video, and it's already mostly gone. It's almost 1. Taking the dog out for Mom again. The snow, even in the shadow, is gone. There is a little piece of ice there, maybe a little bigger than a quarter, and another one about the size of a nickel or a dime behind me. It's gone, although it's a pretty black sky. We may get some more. For all the snow in the last 24 hours, sure is a lot still on the ground, isn't there? Is that snow or just something white? Oh, that's just something white. Yeah, my allergies are driving me nuts. If the snow had actually settled and the pollens were knocked down, I'd be feeling a lot better. I have a sinus headache right now that's just giving me fits, and I can't take anything for it. I can't take Tylenol or acetaminophen, the active ingredient in it, and I'm not supposed to take any NSAIDs with my heart, so I'm just going to have to deal with a headache, I guess. Maybe I'll have some coffee, I don't know. That might do something. Bella's helping me with this video. She is a cutie. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Come on. This video, this is something I've taken up to help with the fidget since I quit smoking after the heart attack. This is crocheting. This one here was actually the first one I did. My mom helped me on this. She started the chain, and hello Bella, and I did the rest, and I missed obviously a few stitches as it went up because it shrunk. This was actually my second one, and again Mom started it and I finished it, and I missed. This one I actually did myself, and I had it really nice loose tension at the beginning, and I went up. It's basically square, but it's not done. This one's done. It tightened. The tension got tighter. This one I actually started before that one, and it's looser. I'm also working. Come on, back up, Bella. Up. This was based on something that my mom had years ago, using a 2-liter bottle. This is a 1-liter bottle, but this is just to keep more even tension, so when I go somewhere I can just take this with me. I've got this and something to work on. Like this one I actually finished while we were at Ford taking her car in the other day, and like I said, I started out fairly nice loose tension, and I got really tight before I finished, and it was because it kept tightening, catching the ball of yarn because it was in the chair next to me. This one is actually looking really good. It's just something I've been working on. This one I actually just started tonight, and I've got the tension pretty good, and I'm learning. This was the hardest part for me, was learning to tie in as you go the stitch where it goes into the next on the chain. On the first row is really difficult to do. It's probably the most difficult. Once you get the first row, it goes really easy. Just a disclaimer here. I did try knitting, and knitting did not work. Maybe if I had someone who knew how that could show me, it would make a difference. But tonight, Bella and I are going to sit in here. It's kind of cool tonight with the snow today, and now it's getting windy. It blew the clouds out. It's going to get cold, cold, cold. And I want to see if I can get a few rows on this one at least, because for the first little while, it tries to curl on you as you go. This one I'm doing really good with the tension. I need to keep going on it. And if I hold it just right, I can do it. I may, probably not though. It takes too long to, a row takes 3 to 5 minutes for me, because I'm just learning. Like I've done 3 so far. I'm learning fairly fast, and the tension is where I'm having my difficulties. I may record some of it, of me actually crocheting. I may not. We'll see how it goes. Just a note. These are actually made to be dish towels. And I started doing them, one, because they're a fairly easy. Actually, the original pattern that I started for this one was for a coaster, put your drink on, and then I decided to make dish cloths. Mom has a bunch, some knitted, some crocheted, some Grandma did, some my great aunt did, some just friends of hers did. I just like the feel of these in my hand. This one's almost the right size, but it's just based. The difference between this and a washcloth is immense. It just feels so much better to me to hold on to this cotton. And this one, like I said, was my first one. I've got some tails coming out. But it just feels better to me to washing the dishes to do this. I've actually been washing the dishes a lot lately. My hands are very dry, if you can see that. I started another channel, and I've kind of been neglecting this one, doing the other one. Perhaps Cooking is the channel. It's also something that, because of the fidget factor, the cooking helps keep me occupied, so I don't have that urge to grab my pipe. And I've been doing good. I haven't had my pipe since September the 26th, I believe. And I haven't even had a nicotine substitute since October 19th. It is currently the 22nd of February, I believe, maybe the 23rd. It's Friday, I think it's the 23rd. I'm going to do a little bit of work. I'm not sure which one I'm going to work on. They both have the tension just about right. Even though I started this one first, I finished this one because it was a ball in my bag when I went to Ford. I had my computer, and I didn't touch the computer. All I did was crochet. I'm going to do this. We'll get back to it. I went back over at Mom's. I don't have water. But when my headache turned into a nosebleed, so I'm going to grab a shower real quick.